Hello everyone, I'm Bharti and you are watching BeamUp channel, and we were preparing our new project that was this C Angular house, and I have just completed 3 parts of it, and today I think I will take a very short session. And in today's video what we are going to do is we are just taking some section views and creating the sheets, and in cause tomorrow is my exam, that is why I'm just trying to create a smaller video. And let's get started. So what do we need to do today is we need to do some of the sheets and all and some of the exterior parts of it. So let's get started. And before starting, as you can see that this element in the front view is just colliding with this wall, so we need to make a little bit of editing in this place. So just select this one, edit extrusion, and just select all. Okay, we cannot select all at a time, just select this part. Okay, and now you can make it smaller like this, then select this particular part, or you can select I think this two at one time. Okay, okay, let me first do is take hidden lines, then select all these parts, and now I can move every part at once. As you can see that I'm done with this part. Okay, and if you think that it is still colliding like this wall, you can just make it smaller by yourself. As you can see, this done. Select this and select this as the last one, and done. So now we are finished with this part. And one more thing that I noticed in the image, and before that, let me also see this wall that is also going inside this one. So go to the front view, go to the edit profile, and just take it till here, finish it. Now that we have finished this part, there's one more thing that I just saw yesterday, that was this portion is a little bit on the inner side. Okay, and let me show you. Where is that? So in this portion from the other image, as you can see that this is a little bit on the inner side, and this is coming out as a railing. So this portion is just similar to this one actually, or you can see this portion is similar to this one. So we had made this part of it, but we have not created this part. We have just attached this wall with the this curtain panel, or this panel you can say. So let us do some changes to that one. Okay, so just go to the 3D view once again, select this panel, the whole panel actually. Okay, let me see from where we can select this whole panel. If you can't select like me, go to the front view first and then you can select it. Okay, and now that we are done with this part, we have to edit it. So to edit it, let me first try this. Okay, and we have to align it with the inner side. Okay, so AL is the align shortcut. Select this part and then select this part, and now you will see that this portion is aligned over here. Okay, this is just a smaller part of it done. And now that you have done that part, just go to the front view once again, and you can activate the realistic view or the consistent view. And after doing that, you can just select this part, edit profile, and if you want to make this similar angle, you can do that, or you can just put a mullion on this side. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just putting a mullion at this side. So now it will not overlap, I think so. Or will it? I have no idea right now, but it is fine. And there's a small gap at this portion, so we have to clarify that also. Go to the edit profile, and as you can see from the image that we have no leftovers over here, so we don't need to worry about that. And in this portion also there's a small gap, so we cannot do anything about that right now. Okay, now that we are done with this portion also, what else do we need to do? I told you that we are going to make some section view, and yesterday we were preparing our scheduling. Okay, so one more schedule was left, that was the wall schedule. So just go to the wall, select wall, and in wall, what do you need? First of all, I think you need a family and type. Then if you want the height and length of the wall, you can select that. If you want to mark the wall, you can do that. And then volume, width, and what else? Area. Yes, area is the most important part. So select the area. And if you want, if you know the cost of this, you can do that, but I don't think I require cost over here. So now that we are done with this part, just arrange it. So area, volume. Okay, before area we need length and width, then we need area, then volume, and then count of number of walls. Okay, and now we are done. As soon as you press OK, now you will find this number of walls that we have used in our project. This is the length, this is width, this is the area, this is the volume, and this is the count. So as you can see that we have just count as 1111. So we will see, we can just change it to like the number of wall that we have used. So before that, you can just put it as, for example, this is a 9-inch wall, so just put it as 9 inches in type mark. Okay, and now every wall will be changed to 9 inches wall, and this is 4.5 inches wall. So just put a type mark as 4.5 inches wall, or you can also keep it as longer wall, shorter wall, or the mark that you want to give. Then this extrusion wall should be given as, or what we can do is w1. Okay, that is wall 1. Then we have wall 2. Okay, there's something wrong, w2. Okay, now it's done. Then this extrusion wall, keep it as w3. Okay, w3. Now every extrusion wall will be named as w3. Then we have this curtain wall, so c, then you can rename it as cw, curtain wall, cw. And then we have curtain storefront, so cw1. Then we have some another type of wall, I don't know what wall it was, so I'm just renaming it as w4. And then we have railing, so you can rename it as railing. Okay, now we are done. So these are the number of walls, the length and width, and all everything that is required. So this is the thing that we required, and after that we need to do a little bit more the changes in this scheduling. So first of all, let me select it as family and type or label. Okay, first of all I will, okay, we don't have label mark over here, so maybe we can do is family and type first, and then we can go by, let me see. So as you can see, we have just arranged it as family and type. Then again go to this sorting. You can also provide header to it if you want to, or you can just leave it. Then you can arrange it by, not by volume, maybe type mark if you want to. Okay, it's just like the same as it was before, so no changes has been provided. And instead of type mark, if I go with length, then it will just arrange it accordingly by the length, area, and volume. So we don't require that. Just go to the formatting, type mark. And yes, one more thing, that is right here you can see that this is every 9 inches wall has a naming here, and it has been counted as 1111. So we don't require it like this. What we want is that how many number of 9 inches wall is there. Okay, so just untick this, itemize every item, and press OK. And just a second, there's something wrong. So Revit just mess up with this type of things sometimes. Not a problem. Again go to the sorting, and instead of family and type, just go to none. Okay, sorting, family and type. Okay, yes, now we have it. So these are the family types, and the count of this number of how many number of 9 inches wall has been used in this project, then the number of curtain walls and all. And where is our 4.5 inches wall? I cannot find it. It was as 4.5 inches. Where is that? Okay, as you have seen that Revit just mess it up a little bit, so I'm going to arrange it by yes. So I've just arranged it by type mark, and now you can see the every wall, and as you can see the volume and area is not provided. So yes, there is some problem with Revit 2021. Maybe it has been solved in new version. And let me try to go by length. Okay, now as you can see the length has been provided for everything. Again go to the sorting, and instead of length let me go by area, and now you can see that every area is provided except okay. Now A to Z area has been provided. Before it was not applicable like this. Then again if you go by volume, now you are provided with the volume, and now as you can see that this curtain and wall area has been just vanished. Okay, so if I go by area and keep it, now you can see that every area has been provided over here. So we are going to keep it like this, and let me try one more time this itemize every item. Ping done. Okay, and now we have it something like this. So this is a problem, just don't worry about that. So we cannot find okay, we can do one more thing, that is go to the sorting, go to the grand total, calculate totals only, go to the formatting, and first of all align everything in the center. Okay, just go to the length, width, area. In area you can just select this one, calculate totals, go to the volume, calculate totals, and in the center count center and calculate total center. Now as you can see that area and the volume and the count of walls, everything is just provided right. Okay, so this is how we provide it, and don't you need to worry about this things not being shown, because I don't know, Revit just messed up a little bit. So it's a problem of Revit, just leave that. So now we have this one. After this what we are going to do is we have to create some sheets. So just go to the sheet, create new sheet, and before creating a new sheet, what else you can do is okay, yes, we have to make some of the duplicate views. So just duplicate it, then again duplicate it, again duplicate it, and okay, these are just enough number of duplication. And then we need to create some sheets. So just go to the sheet, new sheet, and load and desktop, and I have my own sheet. Where is that? Sheet. Okay, in this one I think, yes, my sheet. So this is the sheet. You will just find it in my older projects, or maybe I will provide it in the description. Don't you need to worry about that. Okay, so what do we need to do today? We have to provide these things. So first of all, just go to the crop region and crop view. Okay, and then just make it a little bit smaller for the sheet. Okay, so we are just going to provide these things like this. That one portion is done. Then go to the first floor. Okay, first floor, this one, and now again go to the crop region, and then you will find this. And there's one more thing that is left to do, that is we have not provided the annotation. So we can make one more copy of it, and we can provide the dimension of it, or we can directly provide the dimension in this sheet also. So that is also an option, but we will keep this legend as it is. So we are going to duplicate this legend with detailing or without detailing. So I'm going to duplicate it with detailing and rename it as ground floor. Okay, just undo the name, and instead of copy, just go to the rename once again, and instead of copy one, just rename it as dimension. Done. Then you can go to the first floor, I think this one, yes. Then go to the duplicate with detailing, and then just rename it as first floor dimension. Now that we are done just press di on your keyboard for the dimension, and you can just take the dimension something like this, 9 feet 2 inches from here, and this is 5 feet 3 inches. You can just keep it something like this. If you want to make it smaller, you can do that. Okay, so we have to take the dimension of everything, so just go to the DI, and if you don't want this color scheme, you can just copy the another of this, that is the ground level, and you will directly get that blank one. Okay, okay, from this place Revit is still not responding, so always remember to save your project before it gives an error. So this is done. Then we have to take the dimension of this row, this part, and this part, and as you can see that we cannot directly provide that part dimension, so we are taking this dimension, then this one, and what else is left? Okay, this pathway dimension, and anything else left. If you want to give the dimension of the stair part, you can also give it something like this, and we have the outer dimension, I think so. No, as I can remember, I'm not provided with the outer dimension, so we're just taking the outer dimension from this place to this place, and it is something like 50 feet, and we have to take the dimension from the front portion, that is from here to this portion, and it is 40.2 feet done. So now that we are done with the first floor dimension, anything is left? Yes, I think okay, let's skip it. Okay, we have not provided the dimension for this one. We can just provide it like this, then from here to here as 5 feet, from this place to this place as 5 feet, and then we need to give the dimension of this bedroom. And if you think that this is not the right path, you can just make it a little smaller over here, or you can just put it on the outer side, so it is upon you. And then okay, DI, just take this dimension, the outer dimension, this is 37 feet. You can also give the room dimension like this, and now we are done with the dimension part. After the first floor dimension, you can also go to the ground level, and I think, let me check the name of it. Okay, this is the dimension. Just select this one, and then DI on your keyboard, just press DI, and then you can get this dimension like this, 1 2 and 3. So I'm just taking the straight dimension. If we have an angular wall dimension, then for that you have to do something else, that is you have to put something as an angular wall as here, then only you can take this. If we have the same amount of what do we call this, if we have same degree of angle in both the walls, then you can take the dimension directly. But if you have one side as a straight wall and one side as this angular wall, you cannot take the dimension, so you will have to either select the straight wall as for your dimension, or you can just make an angular wall from here, and then you can take the dimension. Okay, then this one, okay, you can also do this thing. This is also an easy part of it. So in Revit, you can just take the dimension at once. For example, we have taken the dimension of all this, now we have to take the dimension of this part. So from here, from this place to this place, from this place to this place, or till here, and now we are done. So now that we are done with this dimension, if you want to provide the dimension of wall in the between, you can also just make it every dimension. You can take the dimension at once for everything. Let me show you once again. Di is the dimension shortcut. You can just take this one, then this one, then this one. As you can see, I'm just pressed one time di, and then I am just pressed on every wall that I require to provide in this area, and now every wall dimension is being shown over here. Now that we are done with this portion, you can do the same thing over here. So I have not taken the inner wall or the outer wall dimension in this one, so don't you need to worry about that. And after that, we have to provide an open area to this particular place. Okay, so just go to the ground floor. Okay, you can go to the 3D view, go to the left view or any view, then you can just take this section box and you can just make it a little bit smaller like this, a little bit more smaller like this. And you have this wall, and in this wall we are going to make a new type of opening. Okay, so just go to the edit profile, and as you can see, the back portion of this has something, what do you call it, this one, it doesn't look good. Okay, we will see what we are going to do about that. This comes in inside this door, so that is not how it is placed. So for this place, what I'm going to do is, first of all, let me take the dimension of it. Okay, it is 15 feet 8 inches, so just take the middle of it, and from the middle I'm going to take 3 feet offset here and 3 feet offset at, not 3 feet, 2 feet offset. Okay, so just take 2 feet here and 2 feet here. Now you can delete this one, delete this one, and then you can provide a height of 6 feet here and 6 feet at this place. So in few places you would have seen that there is some angular wall cutting at some places. Okay, so we are going to make that one. So if you want, you can just create it something like this, then SL for the split, and then trim it. So just trim it like this, trim it like this. So we have here as a this circular opening, you can say, or the whatever. Then if you want to make some design on it, you can do that later on. So as we are not doing the interior part right now, delete the room. Okay, fine, now we are done. And there's something over here. Okay, this is the knob of the door, and as I told you that there's some problem in this part, so just select this door 30 by 80. You can also give it the door that we made yesterday. Okay, so as you can see, this is an older wall, delete instance, not a problem. And there was one window, so we can provide that same window over here. wn is the window shortcut. And where was our opening? At this place. So okay, not at that place, we have our opening at this place, and we have to provide something like a smaller window, so we are going to provide it over here. And now we are done. So now that you have provided your window, if you will see, now it is perfectly matched with this type of door, so it is fine. After that, this is our stair portion, and every other portion is done. Now if you want to change this, I mean door, just select this door, and you can just select any of the door. For example, I'm choosing this door, delete instance, not a problem. And is there any other door that is not as per our requirement? So let me see. If you make it a little bit smaller, now you can see where is a door placed and window. So as you can see, we have just cut everything in half, and I think now everything is fine in this area. So just go to the front view once again, make it a little bit smaller like this, and a little bit smaller from this side also. And you can increase the size of it from here, decrease it something from here. So now we have this portion, and if you want to remove the section view, you can just do it like this. And now we are done. After the section view, we have to make some of the, just go to the ground floor level of the ground level. Yes, so we have to make some of the section views. Okay, so as you can see, we have already provided one of the section view. You can also make another section view from like this. Then if you want to make a cut in the between of this, you can also do that. Just go to the split segment, and then you can just split it like this so that our card doesn't come in between of our what is this section view. And if you want to zoom it or anything, you can do it like this. And then if you want to make it size as a crop view, you can also do that. Let me show you. If I want to hide it, you can just go to this and wall section. Let me see, there was an option to hide it. Crop view, no, not in the crop view. There was some option in which you can just hide the half portion of it from here and half portion of it from this place. I think in this one I will get that option. Section view, no. Okay, just leave it. I will see how we can do that later on. Then you can just take a section view. We have taken a section view from here, and if you want it from the different perspective, you can also take it from here. So first of all, as you can see, this is our stair area and the inner part of it. Then we have something from here. If you can see, this shows the front portion of it. Okay, I think it shows it from the whatever area. And if you want to see from this part, you can see the section view as you can see from here. Then if you want to take another section view, then you can just go to this. You can take it from the middle portion and you can just make it a little bit smaller like this from here and from here. And now if you can see, let me show you, and double click on this section view, and now you have the stair area portion. Okay, and if you want to crop it a little bit more, you can do that. So now we are done with our section views, and I don't think we require this section. Yes, I'm going to delete this, and this section is required. Yes, this is required. And after this section view, we just need to provide all this detail to the sheet. So first of all, this sheet is off. Okay, just name it as floor section, not section, floor plan. Okay, just go to the floor plan. And okay, there's one more thing that I did wrong. That doesn't matter here. So for if you are trying to provide someone with this dimension view, don't provide them with this. It isn't okay. So I did this mistake. Don't repeat that. You can just make this same dimension part in this one, okay, and then you can provide it to them. That is a better solution to this. So I'm just providing it something like this, and just keep it something like this at this place. And if you want to hide these section views, you can just select your section views from the ground floor. Just select all this and you can hide them. Double S to hide it. Okay, just select all this, double S to hide it, and now you can see that every part of it has been hidden. And there's one more option, that is annotation crop. So for annotation crop, if you activate it, then you can find that there is some, yes, crop region, and this is our annotation crop. So if you keep it till the annotation, and okay, let me show you what it does. So for example, I'm taking this as something like this part and move it on the upper part. Now as you can see, whenever we are trying to reduce the size of this crop, and the annotation are still visible in the part. Okay, so this is the annotation crop, and if you want to use it, you can use it, or in by default also Revit just provide a correct dimension, so you don't have to worry about that. So it is a little bit constrained, so not I mean it is partially constrained, not fully constrained, so you can also change the size of it. So now that we have provided the constraint view, I mean this floor plan of the first room, you can just do the same thing with the second one. Yes, now we are done, and you can just hide the section views from here. Double is to hide it, and as you can see that we have provided the legend view and not what we wanted. So just again I think this one, and yes, this is what we require. So we don't have to make the legend sheet now, because we have provided the both sheet in the one sheet, the dimension and the legend one. Okay, so we are done with this. Then we have to provide something, we call it, so we just need to provide, let me see if we have, I think we have a little more place on this section view and in this sheet, so we can provide some of the section views in this one. So just go to the section views, and now just take the section one, put your section views from this at this place, and put your section view over here, and put one more section views at this place. And now that you are done with your section views, and if you want to show the section view in realistic view, so just go to the section, always remember to save your project, and here you can activate the realistic view, and now this is how it looks. You can just activate the second part and the third one also. Okay, and now if you go to the sheet, it will just be visible on this sheet also. So this is how our section view looks like, and as you can see, this level is also provided. So at what level what is provided, and these all are just given over here. And one more thing, if you want to provide the front view, so just go to, again go to the ground level I think, then go to the section, and just make a section view from this place to this place. Okay, we cannot create a section from there. Let me try to make a section from here to here. Yes, and this is our how front view looks. So you can just rename this one as your front view if you want to rename it. Let me see. From here actually you can rename it. So this section, this you can rename it as front view. And if you want to provide the 3D view, just go to the realistic once again, and now you have this front view. Just go to the sheet once again, and you can provide the front view section. And now that we are done with our front view section also, you can also provide the different section views over here. So we have provided the floor plan, we have provided the dimension, then we have provided the elevation views, and after providing the elevation view, we have to make one more sheet, that is for scheduling. Okay, so just make one more sheet and rename it, and then go to the name and keep it as schedule, and done. And after providing the schedule view, just go to the schedules and just provide the door schedule first, then provide the wall schedule at the bottom and window schedule over this place. So we are done with all the schedule, and in one more class I will teach you how to provide the images of the schedules, okay, in between this. So that will take some time to make a video on that. So I think I should make another video, but I don't get time to make those different videos. So we are done with the scheduling and the section views. After this, what do we require is we need to provide some of the outer element. Let me see what is time. It's already 33 minutes, so I'm not going to do many things today. What else I can do today? I can just provide some site view. Okay, so I'm going to Enscape and asset library, and then let me provide some of the trees and all, and then I will end this session, and in tomorrow's section I will just make the interior and finish this project. So that will be our last video. So this is how our complete project is made without the interior designing. And if you want the interior design part, I have not done many things in this, I know, but tomorrow I will do something. So what we have to do is go to the vegetation, and then you can just find any of the trees you like. So we can just take this trees, provide it on the outer side like this. Okay, now that you have provided trees, you can provide the different types of the shrubs and all flowers type something. Okay, after this you can provide something like this. I'm just making this side view, then I will just show you the 3D rendering of it, and then I will end this session. Then if you want to provide something like this, then okay, just create similar, put it something like this on the back side of it so that back is not visible. Then you can provide some of the building, so go to the street props here, and you can choose some of the, okay, not in the wait, it was food props, not street props. So here is our street props. You can just select few buildings, so let me take some smaller building. So we are going to provide one home on this side, then again take some other home, provide it on this side. Then you can also take some larger house. Then again take little bit this type of house and provide it on the this side of the road. Okay, and then we had something like, yes, something like this on the front of this house. Okay, so we had actually 4 to 5 of this type of things in the front, so I'm just providing it on this part. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, now that you are done, you can also provide the double ones. And you can delete few of them in between. Okay, so let me delete this once actually. Okay, done. So now I have deleted these things. Then what else is required? We require a car in this portion, so just go to the vehicles and select whatever car you like. So I'm just going to provide this one. And then now that we have provided the car on this road, then what else is required? I don't think anything else is required. Okay, yes, one more thing, that is the vegetation on the front. So as you can see from the images, we have something like this type of vegetation in the front portion. So for that we have to make something over there. So I think I should make it tomorrow, or we can do it right now. I'm going to do it right now. Okay, just go to the architecture, or let me see if I have something in the Enscape family actually. Street vegetation, and this type of thing that is in rectangular type, if I have something. Smaller rectangular part, yes, this one is required. You can just provide it like this, then just press escape, select this one, copy multiple, and now okay, just go to this wireframe mode. Okay, and now just copy it from this place, copy this one, copy multiple, copy it from this place to this place. Then you can just select this both, copy it from here to this place, copy it from here to this place, and you can just take this same copy over here. And now we are done. If you want to move it a little bit, just select this both and move it like this. And I think we are done with the front portion. Then yes, we are done. So we have to provide something on the top of that one, so we'll just go to the consistent or realistic view. Okay, and as you can see that I think it is floating in the air. Yes, it is floating in the air. So just give it a height offset of -2 feet, I think, or 1 feet 6 inches, I don't remember. So go to elevation, give it an elevation of -1 feet 6 inches, and now I think it is still floating in the air. So keep it give it a 3 feet. Yes, for 3 feet it is fine. And now we are done with this portion, so I'm just keeping it till here for today, and everything else will be done tomorrow. Just let me show you the 3D rendering of it. So just go to the Enscape and start rendering, and remember you will get this whole document file, I mean whole Revit project file in the description. So you can just start making it from wherever you want, day wise. So you don't have to start actually from the very beginning. And now as you can see that this is how our project looks, and there's one more thing left, that is we have not provided any kind of light in this, and as you can see that this is what we required in the front portion, and this is how this portion looks. And there's one little bit of more thing need to be done, is we have to change the this part, I mean what is this called, the outer part of it. We have to provide a different color, and you can provide a black color or asphalt color to this part. Okay, I'm going to provide it right now. Just select this flow, go to edit type, go to edit, and in category just provide it with a different type. So for this damp, yes, the damp material you can provide a damp proofing. Done, finish. Okay, done. And if you want to make a little bit of white material in between of that, you can also do that later on. So let me show you how that is done. So this is how our house looks from the front view, and as the time changes, as you can see, this is the similar color that we had in our project. As you can see, it is the same color. So we got an, what you say, a perfect matching. Then we have this slope that looks fine for this portion. Then this is our front door, this is how our room looks, and there was a cut area. As you can see, this is how this cut portion looks like. And if I go to the day view, yes, this is how it looks. And in this portion, if you want to just make some adjustment to this door, just put it on the left side. Okay, and this is our OTS. As you can see, this is an open area from here. And then what else did we have? We have our living room or the kitchen at this portion. So we have three plot, not three plot, there was an extrusion part in this kitchen, so we are going to do that tomorrow. And this is how our main door looks. You can just change this door if you don't like it. For example, I don't know, I also don't like it, so you can just change it, or you can make it by yourself. And then this is our main door, and there's some problem with this main door, that is outer part is okay, this part. Okay, yes, there's one problem, we will solve that tomorrow. Then what else did we had? So this is how our stair looks, and if you want to make it a little bit smaller, then what you can do is you can just remove this distance from between, okay, and you will just start it from here, so that you can also make it at a very little space, and you can also reduce the number of this steps on the stairs. So as you can see, this door doesn't look good. We are going to change it tomorrow. And this is our wardrobe place. As you can see that there was a little bit of area that was left on that portion, so I think that none of our door looks good. And this area was our utility or the bathroom area for this room. Then we had this open, I mean double door, okay. So this is how our double door looks, and this is our railing from this view and this view, okay. So no person falls down from here, and this is how it looks from this part. And as you can see, there this hole from here, and you can just see from behind from these walls, okay. Then this texture looks so good on this one. And then we have this our top floor. And what else do we have? We have a nearby home, as you can see, and this is our whole rendering part. So if you don't understand how I did this rendering, you can just watch my Enscape tutorial video, how to do everything. And we have to change this door, so I will find a new door family tomorrow, and then I will use it in our project. So thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned that for the next part of it, that is interior part, and we are going to meet very soon. Let me end the session.